Oh, Chicago. Look at Chicago. Hey, y'all. That's a beautiful skyline, but I'm going to tell y'all something. It's a lot of ghettos and it's a lot of hoods in this place. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the hood. Like I say, it's a lot of hoods and ghettos in every state in the country. Uh, let's talk about what goes on in these places. Who better to know about these type of places than me? I was fortunate enough to be raised in one, right in that city, right there in Chicago, raised in one of those hoods and ghettos, and climbed out of it. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy, but I did it. And I truly believe that it's everybody's goal to make enough money to get up out of there, out of those hoods, to move to a better place. Uh, I've been fortunate enough to see a whole lot of hoods in the United States and recognize that they all got the same things going on, y'all. The same things in all of them going on. Uh, from the ones in Chicago, Atlanta, New York, Las Vegas, uh, to your ones in Nebraska, to your Floridas, the Oklahomas, to your Washington D.C.s. I mean, they all over from north, south, east to west. You got the same. They everywhere, and it's a bunch of them. They all got the same things going on, though. You got your gangs, you got your sets, and your drug dealing, and your drug using, your money making crime, and then your senseless acts of violence. Uh, Most of these people in most of these hoods, though, they getting a lot of money on the block, in the streets, hustling weed, crack, pills, and something illegal. And now I'm gonna tell you now, it's you got some people that's making some large amount of money in these neighborhoods. I'm talking cold hard cash, thousands and thousands of dollars a day. I lived it. I was one of them myself, making thousands of dollars a day. But then again, you got some of them out there that's just selling drugs just to do it. And, they always broke. But as I grew and as I matured and started to notice things, um, like I said, y'all, these are my opinions and some of the things that I'm talking about, past experience. But as I grew and noticed some of the things, some of these people was are very, very business minded and very smart. And some of them just plain dumb, stupid, ignorant, and just don't care about nothing. Uh, you know, you have some of the best minds and best talents, athletes, and and those guys tend to get stuck in these hoods. Somehow they get stuck. I mean stuck. I've seen different situations though, due to family issues and stuff like that. People stick around to hold the family together because if they leave, a lot of mouths won't get fed. A lot of people won't eat. And my heart goes out to those type of people in those situations. We all have we all have to play the hand that we was dealt in life. And like I say, my heart definitely goes out to the people that that get stuck in the hood due to family situations like that. Mm. But most of them, they get stuck because they done caught a felony or did something stupid and they can't leave. They stuck for real. So there you go. Welcome to the trap. Once they trapped in it, you have a lot of these rappers, your Young Jesus and your Plies and Lil Waynes and those type of people that made millions and millions of dollars off glorifying what goes on in the hood, but they talking about they'll trap or die and all that type of nonsense, and what we failing to realize is that these kids that's listening to y'all, they checking out. They checking out quick. They dying dead, younger and younger, and they just can't seem to get the big picture. But they end up digging themselves a deeper hole, deeper hole, and a lot of them 6 foot deep ditch into what they did. So many of them teenagers and our young women. So I would encourage y'all to pay attention Those guys that's rapping, your Jeezys and Plies and Waynes, those guys are not in the hood. They've moved out the hood. They're not doing that stuff that they talking about. They telling stories. So y'all better pay attention. But like I say, growing up in the hood with a in a broken family or something like that, those guys are the fathers. The Jeezys and the Lil Waynes. To a lot of them teenagers, whatever they say is golden, and that's daddy to them. And I'm not talking down on hip hop or none of that, or talking down on the hoods or nothing like that. But like I say, the ultimate goal is to make enough money to get out and do something better and go to somewhere better. Anybody with common sense would want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I love the hood that I was brought up in Chicago. I love my hood. And, I moved out the hood, but I'll tell you this. Because I was raised there, I can always go back. I can always go back to the hood. But it's just common sense to me now that I'm grown and I have kids, I don't want my kids to grow up in that kind of environment to where they have to duck bullets and see gang banging and dodge, all this type of crime walking to and from school. Like I say, man, these are my beliefs. You can believe what you want to believe. I lived that. I lived in those hoods. That's what's going on in those hoods. But my advice, being that I'm from the hood, is do your part. Make up in your mind that you're going to be a positive and you're going to do something productive to make the place better for some of the kids to come. That's what's up. That's what's really good. One of my nicknames was Be Real. Some of you guys in the hood call yourself real, and you selling crack, and you doing all these foul things. You ain't really keeping it real. Let's make these neighborhoods a safer, positive, more productive place for these kids to come up in. I'm Mr. B. That's a little bit about the hood. That's where I'm coming from. That's how I feel about it, and that's what it is. I hope I was a blessing to somebody. I hope I opened some eyes. I hope I, gave you a different sight on some of the things. But that's what goes on in the hood.